HomeFix is made possible on Idaho Public Television by Ponderosa Paint for the homeowner or professional painter, manufactured in the Northwest for over 40 years. By Cargo Plus Trailers by Circle J, trailers manufactured for small business and construction professionals to protect and transport your valuable stuff. And by Bosch Power Tools, engineered and designed for safety and durability to meet the needs for woodworking and the construction industry.
Hello. No, Margaret doesn't live here. Okay. Hello. No, Margaret doesn't live here. Okay, goodbye. Hello. Who's this? Margaret. Yes, you had two of them. I might as well watch television. Oh, this looks good. Quite the house here. It's very nice. It's big. You can get lots of coming in here if you're not careful.
Here's the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Stan Mackey.
And I'm Joe Prin.
Welcome to this episode of Home Fix, where we are going to look at countertops.
Not only look at them, we're going to show you how they're installed and manufactured, several different types.
Now, the first question when installing countertops is, why countertops?
Why?
Why?
Because if you don't, things like this happen.
So you need to have a nice surface to live with.
Well, not only that, but it does also add some structural integrity to the cabinets themselves.
Makes it actually stronger.
Oh yeah, a lot stronger, because most cabinets are constructed in a modular form like this, where they're installed into the kitchen, but it's the countertop that brings everything together. It's also the work surface that's going to take all the abuse that a kitchen dishes out, so to speak, over the years that the countertop is installed. So the right choice needs to be made.
And those are the questions you have to ask yourself when you're choosing what kind of countertop you want to put down, whether it's the solid surface type, the tile type, or the vinyl laminate.
Plastic laminate.
Plastic
Actually,
laminate.
plastic.
Oh, plastic. It's not vinyl. It's plastic.
Made up of all kinds of stuff. The countertops, though, that are going to be going here for this island, this is going to be ceramic. Because right up in front of us is where a cooktop is going to be.
Oh, I see.
Also, this is going to be extended out over here a little further so that some bar stools or some chairs can go onto it. So it's got to be built very, very strong for two reasons. One, the potential for people pushing down on here, and also because it's ceramic tile, the sub base that's going to go on top of here has to be very, very, very rigid and can't bend at all. So that's what's going to be going on here.
And we'll look at that.
Yeah, we will. Now, the solid surface material, like the rest of the kitchen has, all right, that doesn't have to be any type of a sub base to take strength, because all the strength is contained in the countertop material itself, all right? Plastic laminate requires a whole different type of sub base, and we'll show you that also. But for right now, let's go back and show what happened here just a little while ago when Scott put on the solid surface materials with his crew right here in this kitchen.
We were here. Let's go take a look at that.
We're starting to come together. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, welcome to the house here.
Thank you.
Scott Morehouse. He's one of Boise's fabricators for the solid surface material you're about to see here. Now, you actually started working on this, what, about a week ago? And what happened there?
What we did is we came in and made a pattern. We call them templates of the cabinets where the countertops are going to go.
Okay, and that's this right here.
Yes.
Okay, what's this made out of?
Well, it's a thin 1/8-inch wood product. We rip in strips, and we use a hot melt gun to attach it together.
Okay, yeah, you just glued all the little pieces together.
And these are just to get back to the shop, what's here. So we have the wall line, we have the cabinet line, we have whatever's adjacent to the top.
Okay, and you've made notes on what has to be where and what it's butting up against.
Right.
So that gives you basically a complete model of this kitchen back at your workshop then, so that you can build the tops to fit here.
Exactly.
Okay, so the cabinets have to be down and fully installed before you can even start working. And that's a week ahead of time.
Yes.
So there's a week lag in there. Okay. All right. So then you've got the tops now ready to go?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, we'll watch how you put those on and show that solid surface material.
Great.
Yeah, we can get rid of that there. Well, I'll believe you that it's in here somewhere, but I cannot find that seam that you guys put in here.
Well, that's good.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Because this, how big do the pieces of the solid surface material come?
The most common size is 30 inches wide by 12 foot long.
Okay, and this being 15 feet or so, that's why you had to have a seam in it.
Exactly.
Oh, you cannot tell. You cannot tell. Now, this is a different color in here. So what'd you have to do? Stick this piece, or you laminated it almost, right?
Yeah, it's actually glued together in somewhat of a sandwich.
Yeah.
A little difficult to describe in words. I'll tell you what, best thing is probably just to go down the shop and take a look. And show you how we do that.
Yeah, I want to see how you work with this, because this is such a good, hard surface, and I want to see how you get such a nice finish on that, as well as making the coving and putting in sinks, and maybe you can show us some other things that we haven't seen here on this particular
that'd be
kitchen.
great.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's head down to the shop.
Okay, super.
So this is where you make all the magic, huh, Scott?
Yeah, this is it. This is our material rack. When we purchase some material, we bring it in, and this is a typical sheet we were talking about, 30 inches wide, 12 foot long, and it's half-inch thick.
That's a pretty blue, too.
It is a nice color.
So you do stock a lot of this here, just ready to go.
Well, we try to. We try to keep it stocked, and half-inch is the most common width. It does come in 1/4 inch and 3/4. 3/4 is used occasionally for commercial projects. 1/4 inch is typically used in shower wall applications, tub surrounds, that sort of thing.
Well, I want to see you work with some of this stuff.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's go take a look. Okay. Okay, Joe, this is one of the tops we have in process. And what we've done is from the rough sheet I was showing you over there, we just got in from the trucks. We cut a strip and seam a couple pieces to it. And what you're looking here is the material's upside down.
Okay, this is the back side of it. All right, so this would actually be finally installed.
Right, it's a U-shaped kitchen top. Actually, we'll get a sink in here at a later time in the middle. And we have the edges all clamped up, drying right now.
This looks like something we'd see in Norm Abrams' workshop.
Yeah. Well, what we've done is we've actually taken some strips of the same color, in this case, the same color, and we've glued it to the material using the proper adhesive, and these clamps will just hold it in place until the glue cures.
So that welds it together, so when you grind all that down, you don't even see it, do you?
That's all right. If we do a good job, you don't see
Well, I was looking at some of the samples here that you've got of some of the different edge treatments that you can do. This one here's got some, stainless steel or aluminum?
It's actually aluminum strips in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just all sorts of possibilities.
Boy, some of these are just beautiful. The blue with the white in the middle, that's something. I like this detailed edging too. This would be real nice on an island or
It is nice.
even a desk if somebody had an office desk that
It
they
is
wanted
more
on
of
the
a
top.
Thatcher look, yeah.
Now this one here, I was looking at this earlier with the hole in it.
Yeah.
You could actually run electrical through that, couldn't you?
Could,
Use that
you
as a
could.
conduit for some underlighting or something.
Well, and one thing about this product is it is translucent. And so in some cases, I've actually done some lighting inside with a thinner piece of a solid color, and the light glows through the product.
Oh, that would be neat.
Now, one of the applications we've used that for is like a step at a jacuzzi tub.
Oh, to illuminate the steps.
Yep, the steps are
that'd be
lit. It
great.
kind of washes down below. Okay, Joe, this is an L-shaped top we're producing here for this kitchen that we're about to connect these two pieces and create a seam here. So what we've
These two are
done,
going to hook together. Okay.
so what we've done is we've secured the pieces together with some boards underneath.
Yeah, I see that.
And we're about to do what's commonly called a mirror cut. And we're going to run around and pass between the two sheets and it'll create an edge that'll mate up. Somebody would have glued it together.
Well, now this looks kind of familiar. This looks like that kitchen you just put in there.
Yes, this top is the same color, and this top's actually going in that house, just in one of the bathrooms.
Ah, okay. So here's the template that you used.
Right, we use this template to size the deck. Initially, transfer the center lines for the sinks.
Okay, because you marked all that ahead of time.
Right, on the cabinets. And then what we've done in this case, because the splash is that little cove.
Let's see that. Yeah, let me read that.
Thank you. We've actually routed a groove in the countertop on the edge, glued in some additional pieces, which in this case is only this high.
Right.
And then we'll come back later after glue's cured, and we'll run the router in here and make the cove.
So that's how you made that.
Yep. Now, once we get these all installed in the home, one thing we like to do, this is our manufacturer-specific material.
Oh yeah, all the warranty information, how to take care of your solid surface top.
Yep.
What's this, some polishing stuff?
It's actually some care and maintenance tools.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
right.
this piece, we always try to put what we call a warranty piece in the home, typically glued underneath the sink cabinet against the partition.
Ah,
And that is the same dial match as the material. So in the
So-
future, if there's ever a damaged area that needs replaced, you can cut a chunk out, take a piece of this one out, glue it in.
that's what I was going to ask you, with your ability to hide those seams like that, if there ever was some severe damage that happened, you can go right out to the home then and cut that out, put in another piece out of the same chunk.
You bet. Now, that prevent damaging from to occur.
You made a cutting board.
Yeah, so make it kind of put some feet on the bottom of it, and this
Yeah.
is a good thing to put hot things on or cut on or whatever, and use high use to protect the top.
What is the temperature rating of this material? I mean, can you put fairly warm things? You wouldn't want to go right from the stove onto this, would you?
Well, what I tell everybody, and it's that way with most of these products, if you're going to burn yourself, you can set it down on there, because it's not the contact with the material that damages it, it's the buildup of heat. So if
Oh,
you have something hot in your hand, you got to put it down somewhere. Go ahead and set it down there, but try to pick it right back
Okay,
up, and you don't
okay.
damage it. But if you do leave something hot on there and it'll build up heat, it tries to expand, and
oh,
it could potentially discolor it or crack it.
okay. Well, thanks for the tour here to find out.
Yeah, glad you came in.
I'll let you get back to work.
All right.
Crew back to work for today.
Okay, now let's take a look at some of this stuff. Now we saw how it was fabricated. Now let's take a look at some of the material we got. This is Mary Tierney. Now you are a consultant for the solid surface materials, okay?
Correct.
For the contractors and people who use them. You help the fabricators. You've actually done fabrication yourself, haven't you?
I did at
Yes,
one
you
point,
have.
did some fabrication.
Tell us a little bit about the colors available and just exactly what you can make out of the stuff.
Well, there's a lot of, tons of varieties of different colors available. And actually, we have three new families available here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Some new colors for $19.99.
And these are all grouped together like this.
They're all grouped together. Actually, you have a group called Lustra,
Uh-huh.
which
Okay.
has little bitty sparkles in there that you can't see real well unless you tilt it in this lighting. We have two new members of the Magna family, and then we have two new members of the Sierra or Summit family.
Oh, okay.
And they go from solids all the way up to the large particulate, which is the Magna family. And you can actually create whatever you want. As you can see here, this is the Magna Rainforest
Ooh.
on a countertop that we have.
Now they have little names on the back of them too, what they're called. Like this is Caribbean here.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And then you'll find these, the Lustra, under the design portfolio group. And we actually have some solid colors, some bright colors that you can choose from for accent colors and accent stripes and furniture and different things like that. Solid surface is being used all over the home today, not just on the countertop.
What's the advantage of the solid surface over, say, laminate?
Well, it is repairable, which is the largest difference between
Oh, yeah,
the
we talked
laminate.
about that. You can't fix it if it
Exactly.
cracks or
Did you?
chips.
I'm not sure if we showed some differences over
I
there.
think we did. Yeah.
But the other thing is it's non-porous, so it doesn't stain. And if you get a scratch or a lipstick stain or something in it, it just, you can take it out with a Scotch-Brite pad and voila, it's back to new,
Hey, that
which is
sounds
a wonderful advantage.
good. Now, countertops, they come with sinks. What other types of fabrication do you do with the solid surface?
Well, you can get a sink, or you can just use a regular stainless sink. You do not have to go with a solid surface sink.
Okay.
But then you can do the backsplash. You can do a vanity in your bathroom. You can do your shower walls, tub surrounds. You can do flooring. You can do furniture. You can do. Oh yeah, that's a big market today. Is
Really?
the furniture? Your
Solid
dining room
surface
table.
furniture? Oh.
Dining room tables or children's furniture because it's real rugged and they like to draw little things on it.
Hospital
And
operating rooms.
hospital operating rooms and the commercial.
That's
aspect.
true? Oh, I was making a
Exactly.
joke.
No,
They actually do that.
commercial.
I was kidding.
Yes,
I'll be darned.
because it doesn't have any hygiene problems. Hospitals around the world use it.
Well, Mary, I've really enjoyed this. I've learned a lot. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming
It's
along.
fascinating what you can do with solid surface and the different colors available. I've liked it.
Well, good.
Thank
you very
again.
much.
Yeah. Well, now that I've been here watching how they do this, Joe's been out doing a tile countertop. So why don't we go see how he's doing with that? I'll bet he hasn't done a thing since I left. What do you want?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll see what's happening.
Now it's almost ready for us. We got to do some reinforcement though.
Yeah.
This needs some strips on it so that we've got something to anchor the top to. Now, one of the things we're going to do on this countertop is it's going to overhang this island by about 18 inches. And there's going to be kids sitting out here, and you know what happens with food and cleaning and that. So before we put our subsurface on here, we've got some laminate that comes real close to the color of the cabinets.
Oh.
We're going to put some plastic laminate on the underside of this before we put it on.
Okay.
So when it's all done, that laminate's already installed onto there before we cut it to fit.
That'll be good. You look like you've been busy. Actually, I have. Yes.
Trying to get this piece to fit on here has been a real exercise in patience.
Yeah, I see we have some rejects here.
We're not supposed to show them. Put those back.
How many we got here? Let me see.
Okay, all right, so there's 4 of them.
2. Oh, yeah, well,
Trial and error. This is the piece we had to make for this corner. Obviously, these pieces that we milled out are going to go right here on the edge like this. That's all fine and dandy.
straight's easy.
And on the corner over there, we had some 22.5-degree cuts. And these, of course, are going to be 45s.
Yeah.
But this is the one that was a little trickier.
Yes.
What I had to do here was we got a hold of some 8/4 maple.
8/4.
Which is 2 inches.
Oh, that's 2 inches.
It's 8/4 of an inch thick. So
Why
that's
did you
just
say
2
2
inches.
inches?
Well, because they call it that.
Okay, so
It's
if you
trying to
go
figure out board footage.
Oh, I
Trying to
see.
figure out
Oh,
board
all
footage.
right, okay.
All right, and this was the height that we needed.
Yes.
All right, so I'm not quite down to there yet because I got some sanding to do.
Right.
What I did is I took a piece of 8/4 stock
Yes.
and then took another piece of 8/4 stock, cut 2 of them, laminated them together here, clamped them and glued them. So after we got this all laminated, I just set it on the table saw to come up with this width. Set the blade on there, and then ran this through the table saw to rip it down to the thickness that we had. I thought about trying to run it through the planer, but I was worried about it breaking off.
How did you get it round? You just cut it out of the...
Cut it out with the jigsaw.
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's show them the thing here.
Yes, this is where it started.
Right, all right.
Okay, that's
Okay, yep.
that's the wrong side because that's the outside of the curve.
But it shows
But that's where it came out. Right. So I just put this underneath here, use this as a pattern.
Very smart.
By doing like that,
Very smart.
and then cut that out. And that turned into that.
And it only took 4 tries.
Took a while. I was also getting it fit. So that's going to go on here.
It's some pretty custom work there.
Okay. You know what I thought of though is I can handle this stuff. I can get this. This is just gonna take more fitting.
Yes.
Can you get the cementious backer board?
Yeah.
Go get that for here.
I will go pick that up and bring it back.
And I'll work on cutting and fitting this.
Hey, sounds
This
good.
stuff on. Now with our edging pretty much completed, we still got a little bit of finish work to do, but we're going to do that a little bit later. Now we're going to start setting the cementous backer board into the cavity that we've created on the island. To use cementous backer board, we've got to mix it down with a little bit of thin set mortar first. Now we also have to be real careful with this, not to get it on any of that unfinished maple that we have, because the cement that is in here will take and discolor the wood to a depth that you can't sand out. So we're going to have to be real careful. That's why Stan's not here helping. I'll use a 1/4-inch notch trowel to spread this thin set mortar so that, one, it picks up any chunks that are bigger than a 1/4 inch that might not have got mixed, but also to create a little bit of an air pocket so when we set the cementous backer board on here, it has the opportunity to lay flat. Now the purpose of this cementous backer board is to give a very rigid surface to mount the tile to, because we don't want any flex in this island top at all that would eventually cause the grout to crack and pop out. And this mortar bonds to the cement board very, very well. Now in addition to this, we're also going to put some screws in this to hold it in place. But we're going to come back and get that after we get more of the board down. Now this is some more of that same thin set mortar. We're filling the joints with this. Keep the cementous backer board panels nice and flat. And it'll give a nicer surface to bond the tile to. We also go around the perimeter over here. And where the gap is between the panel and the wood, we're filling that in also. Just trowel a thin layer. Just to keep anything from getting loose. Hey, check this out. The tile guy's been here.
Yeah. Did a nice job.
Hey, I thought we ought to point this out down here. See this wire?
Yes.
This is a code-required feature on all islands that there's an outlet under the counter of every island.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, take a look at this now. See, it's all grouted in now.
Uh-huh.
You see the blue tape here?
Yes.
Guess what that's for?
Well, that's to protect the wood from the grout, the
good.
water, and the moisture.
Yep, while they were doing the tile work, and then what they're going to do is come back along the edge here around the perimeter, and instead of using grout, that's going to be caulked in with a matching color caulking.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll make a nice waterproof edge there.
Well, and it helps on the expansion and contraction issues of a solid surface top like this.
Well, this has turned out really, really well. Our homeowners are going to be moving into this house in about, I think they said about 2 or 3 weeks. They'll be in here and living here.
Sure.
It's going to be great. I'd like to thank Mary Tierney, who took you around and showed you a few things.
Looked at some nice solid surface stuff.
Yep. And Scott Morehouse, our fabricator, who created the solid surface tops that are in this kitchen. Did real good.
Good.
Well, we're out of time on today's program. We did say earlier that we'd probably show you some plastic laminate countertops. We didn't have time to squeeze it into this
Do
show.
that in the future.
I think we'll do a whole show on that.
That would be interesting because it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can do that.
We can. For HomeFix, I'm Joe Prim.
I'm Stan Mackey.
Be with us for the next episode of HomeFix.
HomeFix is made possible on Idaho Public Television by Ponderosa Paint for the homeowner or professional painter, manufactured in the Northwest for over 40 years. By Cargo Plus Trailers by Circle J, trailers manufactured for small business and construction professionals to protect and transport your valuable stuff. And by Bosch Power Tools, engineered and designed for safety and durability to meet the needs for woodworking and the construction industry.